It is Christmas time, and this is the weekend edition. My name's D7, here at Grok Trade, wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. This video is good through Monday, December 26th, 2016. And on Friday, the market's in the day barely in bullish territory. And silver down, gold higher. VIX, though, about break even. Got a number of things to look at. One is Monday. Monday is not a trading day. That's a day off where we remember Christmas. And if you ever want to know what the calendar is, a cool website you can go to is the Free Online Trading Education. If you click on More, do you see this? More. Go down here to 2016 market close dates. You click on that, and that'll give you all the dates that the markets are closed. And we're getting ready to update this. This will be updated 2016 next week, but that's where you go for that. And so you go for free trading education. Here is the S&P 500 ETF. What's interesting here is I said I expect this to be a bull flag and this thing could rally. And sure enough, that's what it's starting to do. I'm going to continue to say that's what I expect. I can't put a buy on it quite yet, but it looks like Tuesday is going to be a buy, guys. Looks like Tuesday is going to be a buy. I see this going higher. The diamonds high base. I think that next week we could hit 20,000 NASDAQ high base. This thing could rally. I could see a buy order being put on this. Small caps came down to support. Support, we bounce. We hit support again. It looks like we're getting ready to bounce. We are in a key area to bounce. But doesn't mean it's going to bounce. If we break down here, it's going to be a significant little breakdown. Now, you got to understand here. Anytime you know that I call the market very well. Matter of fact, this last year, I even been putting my calls here. You'll see my calls that I've been making. And I leave them up there, good or bad. The vast majority of them, I don't know what the percentage is. Wish somebody would do that. Look at all my videos and say, what are my percentages on my calls on the markets. And I'm going to say it's better than 80%. And if anybody does better than 50 in the markets, you are on a consistent basis. That makes you a star in my book. But anyway, the point is, I think that we're going to go higher. I think that small caps will go higher. It's what it looks like as far as probabilities are concerned. However, if it's at a support and it breaks support, that's going to be a nasty little breakdown. And that could get out of hand and quickly. If I go back here to the NASDAQ, same thing here. This looks like it has a decent chance to going higher. Look at this yellow moving average. Do you see this one? As long as we stay above it, which it's doing, all is well in the world. But if it breaks that support, it's in a lot of trouble. So if the NASDAQ pops, we do have major resistance to contend with. I could see us on Tuesday popping up to that and stalling before it breaks out. I could see that. If you look here at, I'm going to put these little things instead of talking about it. I expect that to go up. The NASDAQ, same thing. I expect that to go up, but I probably would see that hitting resistance and stalling. So that's why I'm going to draw it like that. But these aren't buy calls. These are just what I think the probabilities are. So you don't see a green arrow yet. When I put a green arrow, that means technically speaking, we have a buy signal. If I go here to the banks, the banks, look at this beautiful high base, guys. Oh, wow. This dude is ready to rock and roll. Financials, same thing, ready to rock and roll. We're setting up nicely, guys. US dollar, this looks like it's getting ready to drop, guys. Looks like it's getting ready to drop. If it drops, it's going to do really well for gold and silver. It's going to do really well for the stocks here in the U.S. market. Crude oil, we went down, up, and then down. But look at this. It looks, wow. Yeah, oh, boy. This is big time. I'm going to leave this one alone right now. I have a sell on it, but I think we could pop here, but it has a ton of resistance above it. Gold tried to break out. Look at this. It tried. I would have put a big time buy signal on that. If it stayed up, it could not. It came right back down to resistance. But, guys, that's what I'm expecting. Silver. Whoa, we're down here at this area where we open. Market makers do that for a very specific reason. I'm going to say at that area, I can see it's going down a little bit and then going higher. But anyway, I see a bounce coming. I see a bounce. Now, what's important on the weekend edition video is we look at the week charts, the weekly charts. This is very important. Very important that we do that. And let me say this, guys. A lot of you watching this, you're watching it for the first time. I want to say thank you before I go further here, and welcome. My name's D7. I run a company called Grok Trade, and I have free online trading education, which I shared with you earlier. We've been doing this a long time. I used to teach with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, until I had a website go #1 on Google, and that allowed me some other opportunities. So now I do my own education at a fraction of the price, and that's why I do this daily videos, to educate people the right way. Been trading in the live markets. It'd be 19 years this February. 19 years. It's unbelievable. A long time. And here we are looking at this weekly chart. So the weekly chart, up, 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 up. We had a chance to drop, but we did a sideways step, guys. This is a huge move for the week. To do a sideways step and then not to sell off is a pretty bullish move. If I go to the diamonds here, this is the Dow. We're knocking at the door here of hitting 20,000. That's going to be huge. I expect that to happen probably Tuesday, probably maybe Wednesday. I think we have a good chance of that happening. Oh, wow. This now is gone. We broke a major area of resistance, guys. This is a buy call. Buy on NASDAQ weekly. Resistance. Every time we hit this blue line, we drop. Do you see how we drop here? We hit, we drop, we hit, we drop. We hit, we drop. We hit, we popped over it. See that? That's big time, guys. So buy signal on here. Now, we still have a bearish divergence on the MACD. I'm not liking that so much, but we did break resistance. I call that a buy signal. Small caps, we broke resistance, but we came back down. So I said expect it to drop, but we're doing a horizontal move. Do you see this? It's a vertical, or not a vertical, horizontal sideways move. So that tells me we have a better chance of now going higher. So I have switched that because we didn't drop. We stayed buoyant up here at these upper levels. That's just a big bullish move. Banks, I thought we had a good chance of dropping, but look at this. Boom, we're going higher. Every time we see red, we just go higher since the election. It's crazy. Financials, same thing. I had a buy on it back here, and we just continue higher. Did I have a buy on? Yeah, buy back here on the banks. We go higher. Here's a sell that didn't work out. I had a buy here, sell. Those, anytime you go sideways, it's just crazy. Don't pay attention to these buy and sells inside consolidation sideways. But here, we went down. Here, I called it a sell. We went down. Here, a buy. We go up. So anyway, you can see my calls here. But this is just extraordinary. Financials, extraordinary. Just boom to the upside. Weekly chart we're looking at. Dollar, up, 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 up. Higher, higher, higher. Crude oil, I said the weekly expected to start to drop. I think for the crude oil, we definitely have that opportunity to start to see that to drop. Gold weekly, I think we might have a good chance to be at a bottom here, guys. We have this little stagnant candlestick. I fully expect that to happen, okay? Oh, boy, this is just... I'm looking at the spiders here. Or, I'm sorry, silver. Called it a buy and then immediately had to turn it into a sell. There's one didn't work out so great. This one didn't work. Look at that. I called it a buy and we went up. I called it a buy again. We went up a little bit, but this buy, they just sold into it immediately. This buy just went up a little bit. Then they sold into it. Then a sell. Then another sell. I mean, just got bearish here quickly. Oh, I'm not as excited on the weekly on the silver. Not nearly as excited. But we're going to be wrapping up the month too. We'll do that next week, the monthly. That's just going to be a monster. My end of year video is just a huge one, very big. And it's Christmas time, guys. Christmas time. And I want to give you something. Here is what I want to give you. I'm going to give you, I didn't even talk to Mark about this, Mark the Meerkat. I'm going to give you the stock picks as my gift to you. You're going to get stock picks. If you waited, a lot of people quit watching the video after about 4 minutes. And for you guys who stayed on until the very end, you are going to get a gift. And the gift is the stock picks view newsletter. I'm going to give you both lists, the bull and the bear list. Okay, you're going to get both of those. And to go there, I have to go to Grok stock picks, and this is how subscribers get their access. And I have mine set up automatically. And our big movers for the week, because we stalled out this week. We'll usually post them here, and usually we get big movers, and we'll share with you our big movers. This week, we've stalled. But here's the list, guys. Here's the list. So you'll get this list, and this is not updated yet. Okay, I have a small team of people who work for me to come up with all the metrics. There's a lot of work that goes into this. And at the time of this video, I can't reach those guys to get the updated list. Doesn't matter. We do add a few and we do remove a few, but this list right here predominantly on the bull list will be the same list going into next week. On the bear list, predominantly the same. So anyway, and if you want to subscribe, we'll give you 2 weeks free. Feel free to do that. But make sure you watch the video. The video is our take on what we're seeing technically on these. So you get the best of both worlds. You get the bull list and the bear list. If you want to go long or if you want to go short, as far as we know, we're the only company out there that does that. Furthermore, I think we're the only company out there that adds both technical analysis with fundamental analysis. So we pick our companies fundamentally, both strong and weak, and then we trade them both long and short. So you get the best of both worlds. But these stocks right here are rock solid fundamentally. Fundamentally speaking, these are the ones to invest in. Matter of fact, one that we had on our list, these are long-term holds too. ALK was on our list. And I bought that in our girls' Coverdell mutual or college funds. And a lot of people will do the traditional plans for college. The 529 plans, but those are just mutual funds. You don't want to be in that. If you're a trader of any kind and you're savvy, especially if you've been through any of our education, especially the mentorship, you want the Coverdell. That allows you to do stocks long, and you can't do shorts. But you can buy short ETFs. So it gives you a lot more flexibility. It's a lot more savvy. But anyway, we bought ALK, Magna, what is that? MGA, I believe. But anyway, we made over 20% in our long-term accounts by these bull list picks that I added to those. Anyway, I usually swing trade them, or we swing trade these. And anyway, it's our gift to you. So let me say this: Merry Christmas. It's a great time of year, and yeah, enjoy it. We look forward to the 2017 year coming up.